And that was only the first win that the Thunder even got on the Dogs this season. Or pardon me, the second one, I should say. The first one being on February 6th, a 5-2 victory for the Thunder. And a disappointing one, just a disappointing end to the season for the Dogs, considering they had a solid team, but just injuries were a big factor in how this season ended up turning out for them. But still a good chance to end the season on a high note and try to get a win on the board in their home finale. But for now, we're going to step aside and set down the ice for the national anthem. Look at our starting goaltenders for today's contest. On the away side, it's Kieran Wise that gets the start for the Thunder. He's had a struggling season for him, making his 15th appearance, 2-10, and 0-1 on here. Pardon me, 14th appearance, 90.1% save percentage, and a 386 goals against average. On the other side, it's Aries Karanji. 1-8-0 record, 87% save percentage, and a 474 goals against average. See what type of game we get today, as the Thunder obviously complete domination, 5 goals scored total in the final 2 periods. They outshot the Dogs 43-24. It'll be Killian Wright on the draw against Finn Fitzgerald. We're underway, the final game of the regular season here from Canton, Massachusetts. Dogs in their own end to start things out. Flip down the ice, Waldring crashing down. And offsides was the call. Waldring just barely jumped the gun, and it'll be a face-off all the way into the Boston Dogs end. A couple players not in the lineup for both sides. Brandano, Dow, Jerku, and Simmons getting a rest before playoffs start. On the other side for the Dogs, that's a shot on Karanji, who makes the save. In terms of the Dogs, the players not dressing today: Mazzarello, Godfrey, McCarthy, Yoon, Watkin, Gee, O'Hannigan, O'Connor, just to name a few. Mitchell Pierce also not dressing today. Not much no playoff implications today anywhere in New England, as all 4 seeds have been locked up in terms of the New England Conference. Really all 12 seeds, but talking in divisions. And the divisional playoffs will start this weekend. South Shore Kings ended up being regular season champs of the New England Conference. They had already won the division of the New England East, as this one blocked in front, kicked out, and it's correct. Banks it up the way and finds Finn Fitzgerald down the left wing. It just rolled off his stick. Messina Guib getting in his way. Fitzgerald gets the steal. Over to Santiago from the top of the circle and puts it over the crossbar. In the zone. Trado will chase this one down as the Thunder will make a change. Same as the Dogs forward line. Trado, no icing as the Dogs make a change. solid check there on from Correa. Fitzgerald able to bat it against the grain for Santiago. Coleman, one-timer, saved by Coringe. Santiago able to stop on a dime. Stolen away, though. Centering pass. Kept in. Wrist shot from downtown goes wide. Mason Colby coming off the bench and letting one rip. And now it's Waldron on the counterattack. McPherson with a solid poke check. Correa, Fitzgerald, up to Mastrandria. Have to fire this one back down to half walls. Fitzgerald and Sherwood in a shoving match. Fitzgerald was trying to get himself free. Sherwood was not letting it happen. And now it's Anders Morrison. His shot sticked aside by Karandy. Able to get this one over for Gabriel Locklear. Coming up from the... Run along the right wing half wall. Fitzgerald able to free it away. Under 9.5 to go here in the opening period. Santiago loses it to right. Battle along the end boards. Lee the steal. Tries to center it as it gets batted away. Right. Up to Cox at the point. Able to maneuver to his left, to the left wing circle, and it goes wide. Right. Holds it in. Gonna get that one around Correa. Santiago couldn't gain possession. It's Lee. Centering pass. Trado got a piece of it. Was lining up there for Parker Cox in the slot, who was pinching. Another attacking zone face-off coming up here for the Thunder. Shots on goal thus far, 11-5 in favor of the Thunder. That one took a deflection and went way wide. No penalties committed thus far either. Been a clean one in terms of the penalties. Creeping up on 2.5 remaining here in the first. Correa gets taken down. Fitzgerald. McPherson. And now it's Lee. That one got hit off the body. Here's Cox over to White. Lost it. Correa able to punch it up the way. Cox still with it though. White gains the center line and dumps it in. 2 minutes to go here in the first. Sherwood closes in. Looking for the wraparound. Karanji's the save. Still in the crease. Karanji keeps it out. Waldron. Stopped at why he's not playing today. 2 minutes gone here from the second period. Still no score. Sherwood knocks this one down. He'll dump it in. Mastrandria on the go. Through neutral ice. It's an onside play. And Correa couldn't come up with that one. Today marking game number 177 for Billy Correa. This is an onside play from Moore. Just going to get it over to Fitzgerald. But counting since Correa joined the USPHL, played for the Islanders for 22 games for the NCDC and the Premier Squad, then went out to Western Canada for a couple seasons. Counting all of those games since he turned 18, 177. Game played regular season and playoffs. Today being the final game of his junior hockey career. leaders on the ice, Tanner McFall, Mateo LaHaye, the two team leaders in terms of power play goals this year. 5 for McFall, 4 for LaHaye. This one kicked down for Correa. Met by Naguib in the corner. 52 seconds remaining here on the power play. Mastrandria from the right point. Feeds it over for LaFleur. His shot, save made. Hang, gloves it down. Mastrandria holds it, shot. Saved by Weiss as he was able to find it in his pads. 14:23 to go here in the first. Well, the Spartans need a second. Final game of the regular season, the home finale for the Boston Dogs. The Thunder had their home finale yesterday, and they ended it on a high note. 5-0 win against this Boston Dogs team. Now the Dogs looking to repay the favor. But the Thunder trying to get some momentum heading into playoffs where they're going to be taking on the South Shore Kings in the first round of the divisional round. Mastrandria sends it across, hit a stick. Santiago gets it off the boards. Over to Correa. 6 minutes gone here from the second period. 7 seconds to go on the power play. LaFleur. Mastrandria. Back over to LaFleur. Penalty time comes to an end. Bain back out onto the ice. Sent across. Santiago. Shot, score! Lex Santiago strikes first for the Dogs. It's 1-0. Right as the 10th of the season. 2 points in his last 3 games. Got an assist in the 5-3 loss to the Railers. This one gets up to White's. His shot blocked in front. Cleared down the way. Whites will chase it down. No icing. On, trying to line him up, but missed. This one's flipped back down the way. Correa with Coleman. Correa the steal. Alone at the right wing. Shot is saved by Weiss. More or less looking for a rebound. Mastrandria hits Naguib from behind. Allows Correa to get the steal. Up to White's. Wrist shot. Blocked in front. Puck still free. McFall just put it wide. Weiss couldn't really see it as play really starting to pick up here. Correa walks it in. Shot. Save it. Juicy rebound. It wouldn't go. Correa is locked up with, I believe, Sherwood. He's got a hold of his ankle right now, and I think we're going to get a penalty here. Correa fell on top of Sherwood, lost his stick. It looked like he was trying to get up, and I think Correa drew a holding penalty at the very least. Correa was trying to step over him to keep on playing, but Sherwood held on to his leg and wouldn't let him go. Their lone goal from Lex Santiago came 5 seconds after the power play came to an end. So we've reached the halfway mark of this one. The Dogs with the chance to make it a 2-goal game. Off the face-off, Dogs with control. Kicked over to Mastrandria. Now Santiago. Missed wide. Correa's there, though. Up to LaFleur. Mastrandria. Mishandled. And the Dogs will have to tag up. Mastrandria. Onside play. Down the left wing. Tried to stop on a dime, but fell over with Cox defending. Correa trying to drive it to the doorstep, but swept aside. Santiago to Correa. Intercepted, and Raynon stops the clear. Santiago back to Raynon. Correa. Behind net. One time chance blocked on the look from Santiago, and it's cleared out by the Thunder. Minute 7 to go on the penalty. They're in net here. It's going to be Christopher Dean that gets the start, or comes in. Chance here, goes wide. Not often that you see a goaltender change like this, but with Dean and Weiss, a couple guys that don't get a lot of action, at least compared to Daniel Daggett, who's most likely going to be the starter for the playoffs. Here's White, Centering pass in front, Kong denied. 7:14 to go in the second. As Christopher Dean will step in, 1-2 and 1-1 this season. Playing in his 9th game. Thunder making a change. Whites, long pass across ice. Mastrandria able to work it through. He's got Correa behind. Mastrandria's shot just wide. He had more just coming onto the ice. Well, it would have been a tough pass to make. Thunder looking to reset. Trado and Santiago credited with the assist on the Moore goal. Santiago now with a goal and an assist today. 9th assist on the year for him. That one's fanned on. 3 minutes to go here in the second. Intercepted by Lee from the high slot. Glove save, Karanji. 2:52 to go here in the period. Trado with his 13th assist of the season, the 06 year from Newtown, Connecticut. It's now 6 points in the last 8 games now for Rebecca Trado with that assist. Since he's got it on his stick now, with Lee hacked away from behind, looking for a potential slash as it's intercepted by McPherson. Trado gets it back, wipes the poke, and it's Santiago running behind his own net, finds Peter Moore. Long pass to Billy Correa. Nice move, brings it in front, just wide. Weiss with a player in front, his own teammate getting in his way, another try, just wide. 3 straight consecutive shots, and they can't get the shot on target. Weiss lost his paddle during all of that, as well as McPherson ended up crashing into his own goaltender. Now it's Weiss from the right point, shot way high and out of play with 1:56 to go. Flip down the ice. LaHaye's going to be the first one down. No icing. Armstrong hits him in. Thunder with possession. Correa with the hit. And now Wong. Intercepted by Whites. Now Mastrandria. 11:30 to go here in the third. As this one's dumped back in. Leo White's with it. Long stretch pass, looking for more. Couldn't catch it cleanly. Handled at his own blue line. A lot of green jerseys swarming him though. Fitzgerald dodges the hit from Gore. Correa able to meet McPherson there. On, poked off his stick. Sherwood punches it back into Boston zone. 11 minutes to go here in the third. Mastrandria. Through neutral ice, Fitzgerald may have set a screen, and he did. It's interference. Right circle. Stolen by Sherwood. Up the other way, gains the center line and dumps it in. 4:10 and counting remaining here in the third. Drubny. A lot of pressure from Anders Morrison. He's able to move away from him. Dodges Colby. Momberquette dumps it in. Waldron and Fitzgerald on the chase. Lets it go up to Drubny. One-timer. Saved by Dean. Didn't get a lot on that shot, though. Handled by Drubny. Soft flip. Fitzgerald. Battling there with Stice. The 244s going at it. Fitzgerald may have a piece of Stice's leg. Correa on the forecheck. Couldn't cleanly get a steal. Morrison rolled off his stick. It's punched it back down the ice. 3:30 to go in the third. Mastrandria set down by Josh Bain. McFall, onside shot, goes wide. Wright gains possession, feeds it around for Cox. Outlet up to White, but intercepted by Gray. Shot saved by Dean. Thunder can't get it out of their own zone. Now they do, as the outlet gets out to White. He's got Cox to his left. Lead pass too far. White's taken down. Here's Mastrandria. Over to Correa. Long pass. This one finds the stick of Tanner McFall. Dean way out of his crease to deny. Delayed offsides on the dump in. The Dogs have to tag up and will remain.